And we're back with another episode of B-Scar TV. And we have a very, very, very special guest this evening, Mr. DJ Reader, a.k.a. Deej, my dog.
What's up, man? What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. It's been a minute since we caught up. And you're out in Cincinnati now doing your thing. I usually start this one off with I start these podcasts off with the nicknames. Ever since the B-Scar TV back in Houston, it was always like introduce, DJ Reader, and then kind of like the name that I call the guest, right? I'm curious in Cincinnati. Have you gotten a nickname? Have you garnered a new nickname out there?
Nah, nothing new out here. I'm just I still hang on to the Grave Dave tag. I got the barbecue still going. That's still the people that see me every now and then. That's what they call me, but nothing new here. I'm just blue collar D's around here, man. It's the Midwest. We just go to work around here. Nothing new.
Blue collar D's.
Blue collar D's around here, man.
I mean, with your name, it's like it's already a nickname.
Yeah.
DJ's like it's already nicked down from David.
It's already down there. Can't get more simple than that. I gave you 2 letters.
Yeah. The barbecue though. I feel like that's kind of new.
The barbecue's been around since college, but I feel like since I'm back on this side more, I see a lot more people from college in this area or somewhere around here. So I hear it a lot more than I used to.
Yeah. And then the grave Dave, that's a
Houston original right there.
Yeah, the H-Town original.
That's the H-Town original right there.
How did that come to be?
That was in the LPC, man. The Lunch Pail Crew.
The Lunch Pail Crew.
That was
man, throwback for real.
That's how I got started with that. I was we just be rapping at lunchtime, and that kind of came about. I had to pick a name, and I was like, man. It started off like put him in the Grave Dave, and I was like, man, that Grave Dave just kind of sticks, doesn't it? Like that's just a fire name, like it. So then I just took it and ran with it, and then it was mine, and forever the legend has grown. DJ Dunny. I talked to him earlier today, so that was good. My dog Julio. He's got dreads now. Carlos got dreads now. So, dude, the crew is just out here thriving. Angelo's got the long hair. Everybody's doing well, man. I keep up with the guys.
Yeah. The Lunch Pail Crew.
The Lunch Pail Crew, man.
That was a hell of a squad. It's funny, I totally forgot about that shit. Because that was kind of in the same era as the Rock Boys.
Yeah, it was all in the same era.
Rock Boys.
It was all the same era. Y'all had the Rock Boys. We had LPC going. We were lit out there. We was lit.
Before LPC had the name, the Lunch Pail Crew, I just remember the times of us having a little bit of a break, and maybe it started in training camp or maybe it was in the season, like between meetings and practice or whatever. Guys are hanging out in the locker room, and the 4 of you guys, you, Carlos Watkins, Angelo Blackson, Brandon Dunn, DJ Dunny, would just be coming in from outside, from the parking lot or whatever. And I just like, and every day it's like y'all just walking in, like, where the hell did y'all go? What y'all been doing?
We would all it was just a good time.
And then to hear that y'all was freestyle, just out freestyle and took your lunch break, went to the whip, got a little freestyle in. And became the Lunch Pail Crew.
Every time, man. Every time, get our lunch, somebody just throw an instrumental on the car. You swore we was in the booth. Hey, it was some fire lines that came out of that car, though. I wish we would have had a lot more of it recorded, to be honest, because I felt like people don't believe in my rap game now. Like, they don't believe I can rap. And I know just during those dog days of camp that I had some good bars. I had to have, like, the struggle on my mind at that time during camp, what I was going through, I had to have there's some hidden gems in there. There's got to be.
You really poured
I poured my heart into that. I poured my heart into that. That was my time to get stuff. I had to get shit off my chest. That was during my time to really get stuff off my chest. For real, bro. Like, I really got stuff off my chest during that period. And I felt like everybody did. We had some funny bars, but it got serious during the lunch pail crew sessions.
We got to get our hands on some
Dunny
of that.
Might have some
content.
recordings. Dunny might have some recordings.
Dunny definitely got some recordings.
Yeah, he probably got some.
Come on, bro. He was probably, if anybody wanted to truly get in the booth as a LPC crew, it was DJ Dunny. Wanted to like make it official.
I don't know. Angelo built the studio. So we got a couple sessions at Low Crib. We don't have like many because it was far, but we got a couple sessions at Low Crib that was official. We felt official out there.
You know, and this is crazy because now I'm learning something new. Put him in the Grave Dave.
Yeah.
Number one, I didn't realize that Grave Dave came from rap, your own rap lyric.
Yeah.
And number two, I just made this connection like DJ David Dave. Like, okay. I never have made that connection until now. And I'm curious, was Put him in the Grave Dave, was that like as the beats building and you like kind of like you're ad-libbing, that's kind of like prefacing, getting your verse ready? Or that's like actually like that's part of the verse that you
it's like my tag, you know what I'm
Put
saying?
Him in
like
the Grave Dave.
Yeah, that's like my tag. And then the rap name, you know what I'm saying, is Grave Dave. It's like my DJ tag. Every time you hear it, you know it's me. Like the Lil Wayne lighter flick.
Right.
You know it's me. You know what I'm saying? Like the Lil Wayne lighter flick, you know your beat getting ready to get destroyed. That's when you know it's me. I'm popping on.
So if you was to in an ideal world, like who is saying put him in the grave day? You know, like Rick Ross has like the woman saying Maybach music.
Oh man, the perfect world. Probably Shaq. I like Shaq's voice. I feel like he'd be good for that. He's got that,
that would
voice.
Be tight.
Either Shaq or the classic. I really want to DJ Drama mixtape, so I want Drama to say it. So it's just that'd just be, that'd be the grail. But Shaq's got a voice that I feel like it's deep enough and it's gonna sound right when he say it.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Or I could get like somebody like you get somebody fire like Alicia Keys to say it or like sing it. If I'm doing like a soft song for like the ladies or something. Get like
Put
Alicia
him in
Keys.
the Grave Day.
Yeah. There you go. Something like that. Something like, you know what I'm saying?
It's funny. Now that you say that, so with Scarlett Creative, as we we'll do our videos, and we had an idea to like put a stamp on the end of the videos that we produce. Okay. So like that it's like a Scarlett Creative joint, just like before a movie, like the pre-credits before a movie, if it's like a Warner Bros movie, you'd see it, or Universal, like they have their little thing, like this is this type of motion picture. And so for ours, we had this animation of the Scarlett Creative logo, and then we had DJ Dunny to do the voiceover for it.
Did y'all?
And, yeah, we did it.
Oh,
and we actually put it on a couple of videos. It's been a while since we've done it, but it's DJ Dunny. My favorite saying of his is when he say, "All right now," DJ Dunny, he "all right now," and that's a saying that I've adopted, and like I use that all the time.
Every time.
Yeah, like it's like, especially back here in Portland, like some of my homies, like it's almost like a running joke with us now, like because I say it so much. Hey. And so I was like, you know what, DJ Dunny, can you do do some audio recordings on your phone and send me the "all right now," and then we put it on the animation, and the shit actually turned out fire.
That's what's up. You gotta bring it back, man. See that's crazy where football takes you, man, or just like life period. It just takes you like places like that, and just meeting even sayings, lingo, things you pick up on. Like I would have never said Cuddy if it wasn't for you. Like I say it to people all the time now. It's like something like And I've just picked up on like, dang. And they're like, what does it mean? I'm like, I don't even know really. Like, it's like, I fools with you though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You my dog. Like, that's what I'm calling you that. So just know that. But like, it's crazy, man. That's like life and like ball does that to you. That's wild.
Football take you many places. All
right, now he's got some classic lines. Me and him, we go back and forth all the time. I love talking to Dunny. That's a great guy right there.
But I think to what you were saying, like, you know, football and just sport in general could take you so many different places, you know, and even just like for our two paths to have crossed in coming in with the Texans together in the same class, you know, but having two totally different paths, from one from Portland, one from Greensboro, North Carolina, and your path didn't just involve football. Like you would, you know, I always remember during this time when we were in Houston, this was the time you was always talking like some baseball stuff during like World Series time. And like, I don't know nothing about baseball, but you would, you know, you was kind of teaching me during this time. But maybe just share a little bit of your background, like being at maybe even starting coming up in North Carolina. You know, you had football, but then you had baseball in your life too. And then through college.
You know, growing up in Greensboro, I was fortunate to be around a lot of athletes. You know, got Keenan, Maurice, Christian, all those guys. But, you know, we played rec ball together, rec football together. But I was always that kid struggling to make weight limits, dude. Like they put a hard cap on weight limits. Like, you can't play if you're over this weight. So I'm like,
oh, you couldn't play?
I couldn't play. Not even like on the line. Like, you can be on the line.
The double striper? They didn't even give you the double striper?
None of imagine I'm working my ass off every week, running around in the sweatsuits, little kid, just miserable, just to step up on that scale and that shit just be a pound over, like 2 pounds, and just pissed. So I've exerted every ounce of energy I've had to try to lose weight, and I can't today. Like, so that just goes on. And then so my mom, she played college softball. My granddad, he played in the Negro Leagues. So it's just something I've always done. I've always played. I've always enjoyed the game. So I just started playing a lot more competitive baseball. Like, I just started rec ball. I tried the AAU basketball thing for a little bit. I was okay. I was like the sixth man. You know, when you're the sixth man on the AAU basketball team, you hit your ceiling pretty much. In my eyes, like your ceiling is probably school ball. School ball's for you, like rec ball, school ball.
Yeah. If you're fighting for minutes on the
AAU squad, where you could be on any team, right? At 9, you know what I'm saying? It probably ain't for you. So, you know what I'm saying? I was all right, but obviously they was better, so I let them have that. I went on to baseball, and bro, just kind of just fell in love with the sport. I was homeschooled, so I had a unique opportunity with my dad, with him teaching me and stuff, to be able to go to school from like 8 to 12. And then I just worked on, either we went on a field trip, like say we talked about any type of science that day. We'd go to the Natural Science Center or any of these things. Like, I was always able to take physical field trips. So really I just started from 8 to 12 doing schoolwork, and then sport came everything. It became like my life. Like, baseball became life for me. In all sport, you know, I trained super hard. I started doing the little Parisi running schools and all these things. I was fortunate at 12 years old to run into a crazy opportunity by meeting Ricky Prohl, receiver, played Greatest Show on Turf. He had just moved back to Greensboro, so he kind of trained me from that time that I was in middle school, going through high school. I had a couple other guys come on, and just baseball was it, man. I like football, but we sucked in high school. I won 9 games in 4 years.
Damn.
Yeah. So I hated, like, I knew football was like an opportunity for me to go to school, but like really coming out, like I was really about to take it. Like, you know, baseball doesn't give full scholarships, they give up to 75%. I was just going to take a 75% baseball scholarship. I had hated football that much just because, bro, we sucked. like every week I got kids out there who trash talking so much cash to me. Like because they slaughtering us. Like they talking me crazy.
Right.
They talking me crazy, dude.
Yeah, you throwing dude around, but they like scoreboard.
And I just got to take it on the chin every Friday. Like I just got to take it. I'm just like, man. But baseball, I could do something about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We going to the playoffs. This is good. I get to control a lot of the outcome. So it's just something I fell in love with it, man. That's why as I've gotten older, you know, unfortunately I have a lot of friends who play in the pros. It's just something that I've kept up with. I enjoy the sport. I really wish a lot more people who look like me played the sport, to be honest, just because it's such a fun sport for kids who, you know, especially athletic kids to learn. The hand-eye coordination, the things you learn about balance, being in athletic movements, different type of athletic movements in that sport are unmatched to me. The feel you get from being around it and like the game time competitiveness, the awareness, anticipation that something is going to happen every play because something happens every pitch. So I think those type of things I learned from the sport were like unmatched. And I just really enjoy it, man. I like it a lot. I wish it was cheaper so that more of my people could play.
Do you think that the game is becoming more diverse, at least in the MLB? Sometimes when I watch, I'm like, you know, and I see like a black pitcher or like catcher or something, I'm like, damn, I want, you know, like, or the cat from the Padres with the big hair.
Yeah.
I don't know what his ethnicity is, but
Tatis.
Yeah, like you got the big hair coming out the hat. And like, you know, that's a different look now than maybe 20 years ago. But maybe I just don't watch enough baseball.
I think it's more diverse, but not to me in America as much because I think it's gonna get better. But I think it's such an expensive sport, man. Like it's so expensive. Like all your football equipment, the most is gonna cost you. Honestly, like a pair of cleats is what's gonna cost you. You gotta buy cleats, bat, 2 gloves, hats, sunglasses, like bat and bag. You gotta buy something to carry all this stuff in. So that's the thing. So it's like it's so expensive, especially for inner city kids to play.
Right.
It's in a tough spot. But I think that the more of all people that grow of color and the more they move up in class, the more you'll see them in that sport because they'll have the money and opportunity to be able to play that sport a lot more.
Right.
So I think that's why you see it changing more, in my opinion. Then, you know, those Latin countries, they're going to go crazy. Like they just love it. They live for it. It's their only opportunity out, a lot of those kids, and they just really enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, how are those kids playing baseball? Like, is it not as expensive over there, you think? Or are they just playing with lesser equipment or what?
Lesser equipment. But it's also a conversation like we could get really deep in that about the interesting things that are going on in the MLB community when it comes to farm systems and things like that over there on that level. And honestly, even guys that like, you know, some of these guys sign contracts at a young age and all they really do is give their money back to their country, or it might even be set up that way that they don't. That's just how it goes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the MLB team has to come in, either pay a tax to that country. It's a lot of,
bro, what are you talking about?
It gets deep.
Hey, what you talking about, bro?
That is a conversation me and you got to go deep on off this camera.
Okay, all right.
That's a deep combo. But a lot of them also are they're willing to play stickball. They're willing to play this because there's no other. They don't got football. They don't got basketball where it literally just takes you a basketball ball and some regular kicks that you got on. You just got to find a gym and a hoop now.
Right.
Like, those are all opportunities that we're afforded. So it's like you're not going to find 5-6 of your buddies and you aren't going to go play stickball in the backyard. Y'all just going to go play basketball, pick up, play 21 out there with you and your best friend, play one-on-one, do whatever.
Mm-hmm. Right. You know, it's crazy. Recently, like I've been kind of just paying attention to like the market of sports, and it seems like sports are competing with one another more now than ever before. Like football is competing with basketball, who's competing with baseball. Number one for eyeballs and like viewers, but also competing for like the youth to choose their sport and actually play their sport. And I think it's a function of like streaming platforms and all of the kind of like the ways that you watch these sports being so siloed, and then what they're willing to pay, like Amazon is willing to pay the NFL $1 billion a year for Thursday night football. So then it's like, now baseball is like, oh shit, we got to make our sport, we got to compete with them.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's also like started to breed new sports coming into the fold. I've heard, bro, cricket, there's an American Cricket League that just raised $100 million. The cat that works for the Niners, he used to, I don't know if he's still there, but Anurag or Parag, I think his last name's Parag. And then I've heard of rumblings like a National Cycling League, which is like crit cycling around like city blocks. I've heard pickleball, pickleball. Major League Pickleball. Like these new sports are now starting to come in too, and it's like everybody's kind of competing for a population of kids who are not playing sports as often now as they used to. And I think especially with baseball, I've heard the rule change, or like them adding in the pitch clock and kind of like these things. They're trying to make the game more exciting, more go quicker, shorter seasons.
They're making the bases bigger. I think it's all about money. And like you said, it's all about not necessarily money, but like you said, the views, the streams, but I kind of like it. It gives everybody an opportunity to feel important, or like not important, but that their dream doesn't just die at their high school, or like that they can still get into a competitive sport and compete at a high level, no matter what that's like. Pickleball, it's cool. Like, you might not be the best, but the average person can get up off their couch, and if they go sign up for the league and work on that, is something that they could truly work on to get better at.
Right.
Whereas like, if they don't got it in basketball, no matter how many times they get up off that couch and go shoot that ball, like they're not going to be competing against LeBron. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that, it's cool to me. But I think like all the sports are always going to compete, just because there's so much money out there. And I don't know how much there truly is, but it just seems like there's so much out there, and everybody can it's this big old pie, and everybody wants a piece of it.
Yeah.
But it seems like the pie is almost infinite, like nobody knows how big the pie actually is.
Right.
But now everybody's just in there chomping at it, trying to get a piece. Like, everybody's trying to get a piece of it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It's like so many moving parts, because it's like there's also the women's sports who are now, deservedly getting more
I'm excited
eyeballs
about
and views. The NWSL, I think, is tight. The WNBA, Portland is vying for a WNBA team, which is cool.
That'd be sick.
Portland, the way that Portland supports the Portland Thorns,
sports
which
in
is
general.
Sports in general. We are loyal sports fans, and if you're in our city, we will support you. The Blazers.
Dude, that was probably the most one of the most turnt sporting events I've ever been to, when we went to that women's soccer game.
Oh yeah.
I was like, the energy in that place was just like, dude, I just like, you just feel electric in there playing. Like, I couldn't imagine being an opposing team coming in that just so much energy, like so much in the crowd. And I don't know if soccer's always that way, but that should have me going. Like, it had me going. I don't think our games here in Cincy aren't as energetic.
It's definitely not always that way.
Okay.
Like, I think the Thorns, to give you some context, the Thorns, like, amount of money they make from season ticket holders is like more than the rest of the league combined.
Okay.
It's some crazy like figure like that.
Bro.
And I don't know if that's exactly right, so don't quote me on that, but it's like really like the disparity is pretty clear.
The energy was through the roof. Like, it was like, just, you felt like you were at a game, like at a college football game almost. And you're just like, on edge every time they get the ball, every time so I enjoyed that. It's made me like soccer a little bit more. You got me into it.
Soccer is a vibe. I think it's a cool sport, and I think in women's sports too, just being more kind of on the front street is a good thing, because like something that you said that I didn't even really think about was like the like inspirational or motivational aspect of like opening a wider net for people to continue to play after they're done in high school. And I don't think that like soccer is necessarily one of those sports. Like I think it's probably more similar to like a basketball.
Yeah, it's
like,
more similar to basketball.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like you either got it or you don't.
got it or you don't. Yeah, you're not about to just go out there and start doing foot tricks with your feet.
It's not. Yeah. Nah. But like for younger girls, I think in the same way of just like the exposure to the sport, like they're more likely to be exposed and then, you know, play the game, you know, and be active. I think is a cool thing. Trying to democratize the, I guess, sports. Status Pro.
Yeah.
The VR, like football game, democratizing the professional athlete experience.
How do you feel about the VR? What are your views and feels about the VR?
You know, my views and feels, or what I think is going to happen with it.
Ooh, that's tough. A little bit of both. Okay, let me tell me your views and feels, and then I think maybe off of that I can see what you think is going to happen. Like
my views and feels. I'll just wrap it all together. I think it's something that's going to continue to grow and evolve. I think because of the investment that Meta is putting into VR and their Horizon Worlds, like virtual reality concept, and they're building out all the capabilities in this metaverse, and they're investing $10 billion a year, bro.
Oh yeah, bro,
into it. And this is a company that already, you know, has billions of people on their platforms. They have Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Messenger, you know, and looking at that as like 4 of the biggest like social network platforms that's connecting so many of us. And so they're investing in this next wave of technology. I was watching Meta Connect, which was basically their like keynote, like investor update thing. And Zuckerberg was like a video of Zuckerberg and some of his colleagues talking about what they're trying to do and what's coming. And they said one thing was like they're talking about the ability or working on the ability to create content within like VR, right? So like you got the goggles on and you're at a concert hall with as your avatar with like 4 of your homies. The Lunch Pail crew is at the concert hall in VR, or y'all rapping, right? And your avatars are rapping. And essentially you'll be able to like record that content in as your avatars and then post it to your Instagram. So on DJ Reader's profile, Instagram profile, you can have a picture of you playing with the Cincinnati Bengals, balling in the physical world, and then you scroll one post and then it's DJ Reader's Horizon World's avatar rapping with the rest of the Lunch Pail crew. And I think in that way, like the next step is like, oh shit, I want to go hang out there too. I need to get some goggles, you know, like, and I think that's where it's going. And whether or not it'll be good for society, I mean,
yeah, that is where
it's another conversation.
That's where I lie right there on that. Like, dude, like you just like, even you explaining it, I was with it until like you can record your avatars in the like, dang, how deep is this gonna get? Like, it's gonna get deep, dude. Like, it's gonna be, but it's like you said, they've invested so much money in it. Like, it's got to go forward. So
why would that's the thing? Like, they've already made the decision.
Yeah, they made the
everything
decision.
They can that Zuckerberg and Meta and all the shareholders, every decision that's made is now going to be made to justify the investment, like $10 billion a year.
Makes
like,
sense.
yeah, everybody on Instagram, we need them to buy goggles. How do we get that to happen? You know what I mean? We own Oculus, so like, you know,
we're gonna force this. Like, we're just gonna force it to them over and over and over, and eventually they're gonna take it.
We're gonna condition them.
Yeah,
we're gonna train them to. They gonna like it.
Yeah, and no matter how long it takes, we're gonna do it. And then when it happens, we're winning.
Yeah.
Dang, we just still need normal life too. I don't want some people to get so stuck on the VR world that they lose contact with the real world.
Yeah,
but you know, I don't think that it's all negative. Like you said, there's some cool properties about it, and honestly, I feel like it'll help a lot of people. Like, I think that escape from real life is good for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, oh, dude, I don't even want to go down. I got so many thoughts in my head that It's like, what if you're getting, like, think about this. If you're getting bullied in the regular world, you go to the VR world, you're still getting bullied. Like, you can't escape. Like, it's weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a weird scenario.
That's what's going on right now. Like, especially with kids, just kids being in school and they're suffering from some bullying, and they come home and they're still being bullied on their Instagram or their Snapchat. Like, there is no escape.
There's no escape,
from that. And I think that's where I think most of the fear for me is seeing how we've kind of trended along with social media and how we use it now just on our phones, where like the phones isn't necessarily like the best way to be like, like VR is a way better way to like experience, instead of scrolling, to be able to just have goggles
that's
a way better way.
Way better. And that's the problem. Like, that's
exactly
it's too
like
good.
It's already fucked up now with what we have, and it's not as good as what it could be. So imagine, like you said, what might
too
be.
Good. It's get lost in those goggles for days.
For sure. For sure. I have, I gotta go a little back and forth. I think there will be some positive aspects.
Yeah, there definitely
as you were saying,
positive aspects.
But there will definitely be negative. One of the negative aspects that I think will happen. I think that people are not going to be as. I think that some people won't be as focused on their actual physical bodies as they need to be. And I think that will come from being in like the virtual world, like for the people maybe that spend too much time there, and you're like running around, you're sitting on the couch, but in your avatars like running around, you know what I mean? But like you ain't running around, but you might, and then at some point it'll get to the point where like you can feel things like bumping off you, certain like your senses, they're gonna start, we'll be able to start feeling and maybe smelling and obviously hearing, right? But it's like, that's not your real body. You're not getting that type of movement in. And so like, I think our physical bodies are going to have to, we're going to need to place even more emphasis on eating healthy, moving around, exercising, because it'll be so easy to just get caught up in the goggles.
But you're going to get ripped off on so many more things though. Like, think about the money. You're going to be spending money. You're going to be buying clothes for your avatar that you only can wear in that world. You're going to be eating food that you're going to be buying food, going to like these different places. Oh my gosh. But
it's going to be crazy.
It's crazy.
I mean, how much you think people are dropping for Fortnite skins?
That's what I'm saying. I already know. I'm not one of those people, but I'm already knowing there's some parents out there that are pissed. Their kids that ran their credit card bill up, and they're like, "What is this?" Like, oh, dude, I could have ever got my hands on my parents' credit card when I was a kid. You know how much stuff I would have ordered off infomercials on TV? They used to get me every night, bro. Every night they used to get me. Every night. I'd be sitting there. The Sham Wow.
The Sham Wow.
The Sham Wow had me in a headlock. I wanted a ShamWow so bad. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Couldn't tell me any different.
What does ShamWow do?
It's just like when you were like, it's basically like an extreme paper towel. Like it's a yeah. It's like if Bounty's the quicker picker upper, it's like one slide, scoop everything up. Basically what the commercial was telling me. That and the OxyClean. The OxyClean guy used to get me too every night because OxyClean could get stains out of whatever. Whatever. Those two people. I'm just glad I didn't have no money. They'd have got me.
Yeah, those infomercials. For me, it would have been the East Bay magazines.
Ooh. East Bay magazine.
Especially around Christmas time.
So much stuff in there. And you used to hate when you called and they didn't have your size or something. He's like, I waited all this time for this magazine, and now you're telling me you don't got my size. Like it's supposed to be there.
Yeah. That's tough.
What happened to East Bay? They still going? What's going on with them? Is that still a website?
That's a good question. I think they're still around.
Okay.
I think East Bay is. I'm positive East Bay is still around. Yeah. I don't know if they exist like magazine style anymore.
I used to love that magazine, bro. You bring back some hits there. That's
some of those magazines used to have like stories in it too. I don't remember which one it was though. Like
they had the East Bay Kids.
Yeah,
like,
maybe
they would have like kids features on them every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
cool.
I remember like little like comic book type stories like in some of those magazines. Yeah, good times, man. Good times. We were talking about sports and access and kids being able to play sports and I guess figure out a way to fit themselves into a sport or be welcomed into a sport. For baseball, you're a large man.
Yeah.
Playing baseball, bro.
Yeah.
And you played through college.
Yeah.
And I mean at Clemson, I imagine you're probably almost the same size as you are right now.
Yeah, it's close.
And you were still playing. Like, did you ever feel like that? Do you feel like your size helped you or hurt you in baseball?
When you're a kid, you know, your muscles aren't as like tight. You're still loosey, and I feel like it didn't really hinder me at all. Honestly, like to be honest, I felt like it never hindered me in anything that I could do.
Yeah,
I always felt like, you know, baseball gets this knock that those aren't the most elite guys out, athletes anyway. So I felt like an elite athlete out there. I was like, we got these football guys running off fast. It's not much, but so much you can do out there. So I never felt like it hindered me. I felt like it gave me a lot more power, like in the trunk area through my core. Hitting the ball was really good. I think maybe, I don't think it hindered me at all. Maybe like clearing sometimes on inside pitches, but other than that, no, I felt like it was good, man. It helped me hide the ball when I pitched really well, a lot. And then I think that it actually worked to my advantage on people underestimating me, especially when I got on the base path. Like my speed on the base path, whether I'd steal or if I was going to go first or third on a single or go from second to home on a single, things like that kind of helped and played in my advantage.
Yeah.
Because once I did go, it always messed up the throw because the guy getting the ball would always be like, oh, no, he's not going to go. And I'm gone. He's got to rush it. So I think it's always helped me. On the batting side, I started getting curveballs a lot earlier than most kids, though. I will say they started throwing curves. Or you see, that's any baseball. Though. You see a big kid, got to throw curveballs.
Why is that?
Because you might put that bitch in the parking lot. Like you might throw him.
You can't fastball.
You can't just fastball to death. He out there for a reason now. He not just this big kid on somebody's team just hanging out.
Yeah.
If he out there, now he's out there for a reason. They see something.
That dude packs a punch.
You go up there trying that fastball if you want to. He hit it in the parking lot. Coach gonna be pretty pissed. So you start seeing curves super early. But I think that helped me when I got to high school, to be honest. When I was younger, I hated it. Helped me a lot when I got to high school.
Yeah.
But
you think
I
you
think
could
a lot more kids need to play. I think sports in general, though, dude.
Yeah.
I think a lot more kids need to stop isolating. Kids, if you're seeing this out here, stop isolating in one sport, man. Go outside and play. Play something. Whatever's outside going on, go do something. Please.
Kids got to go get out and play.
Bro, just go play something. Like, stop waiting for football season to come around, training your life away for football. Go run track, go play basketball, go throw the lacrosse ball around with your homies. Do something, like something, anything, dude. Like the pattern of athleticism, learning different movements that involve different sports, it all helps at the end to the sports you want to play, or you what cream rises to the top, and whatever you do is going to help you, something that you learn from those other sports.
Yeah. I always felt that way too when I was coming up, that every sport helped the other.
Yeah.
Basketball always helped me with football, because my feet. I felt like track helped me with football. Football helped me with track because speed. And then swimming, I felt like helped me with everything. Like the way to move through the water, just the movements of that was just helped me in hoops, helped me in football, track, just everything. It all kind of feeds, like you're saying, into athleticism.
Brings out a different competitor in you. Like there's certain things about each sport that you have to compete a little bit different, I feel like. And I think getting the well-roundedness of being able to compete on all those different levels, or just those intricate parts of those sports that like make you have to do just this a little bit different, or that a little bit different, or something. It helped, like you said, helps you in the long run with every sport that you got going, like anything that could be going on.
Yeah, and I also think playing an individual sport and playing a team sport, I think those, like, I used to enjoy, because the big focus for my whole life was always team sports. Like I thought I was gonna be a hooper from a young age. I had big dreams being a hoop guy in the AAU stuff, then school ball, and then obviously football.
Yeah, you're probably starting on the AAU squad.
Yeah. I was starting. I was running the 4, maybe the 5. I was in the post, 2 dribbles, drop step, pump fake, jump into the chest, and one.
Okay.
Missed the free throw.
No, you weren't that guy. You weren't the Mr.
Bro, oh man. Bro, I was actually decent at free throws as a young kid. 4th grade, I was cool. 5th, 6th, 7th. Then I got to 8th grade, and like strength started to set in. And I think it was a thing of like, this is the excuse that I tell myself, because I got to high school. And like cats were holding their breath. The audience, the stands were holding their breath when I was going to the line. And people used to make jokes like, oh yeah, you made some good free throws, like it wasn't cool. Like,
that's insane.
But I think
you were a good player. Like you were a good player.
I could go. But I was really, I played more horizontal than I did vertical. I never really was blessed with the vertical jump skills. So I was always jumping into chests, getting the contact and finishing at the rim, but then not finishing at the free throw line. But I felt like it was because my strength was just growing quicker than I could adjust my technique.
Okay. All right.
That's the excuse that I tell myself.
I'll take that excuse, bro. I'll take that. I'll take it.
From 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grade. I mean, probably from 8th grade through I graduate high school, probably through college, like you're getting maybe 10% stronger each year, would you say? Like that has a big influence on whether or not that free throw's going in.
Basketball each year.
And I'm not spending more time on my free throws. That's a fact. I'm not spending 10% more time each year on my free throws.
I feel that. That's a valid excuse though. I feel like it's a standard thing, especially for the man running the 4 or the 5. You probably can't shoot the best free throws.
Yeah. That is a weird thing, though, that big
Why
guys suck at free throws. Historically.
All of them. It's not just you. So don't think it's not a you thing.
It's just me.
It's not just you. So
yeah,
you just fall in the line. It's just a lot of them.
Well, shit, man. 90-degree turn here. Cincinnati.
Yeah.
You like it out there?
I love it.
How's it been?
I love it. It just gets a little cold.
Yeah.
I love the people. The organization's amazing. The people here, they're solid. And they really care about ball. We've started winning, and they really enjoy that.
Yeah, y'all had a hell of a season last year.
Dude, and the football atmosphere is fun. It's a fun city to play for, and you can see how much they rally behind just wanting to be a good football team. And I can't ask for much more. It's not as busy as Houston. I'm closer on the side to my family and everything, and so it's been good, man. I enjoy it. I like the fans. I like the people. The organization is just really, really cool. How you see Mr. Brown out there every day and the family, they're out there every single day, no matter how cold, rain, whatever, they're out there every day. So
like how Bob used to be.
Yeah, they're out there every day. Like he's out there on the field, just on his cart, watching practice every day. So I always thought that was really, really cool.
That's cool.
Just how they come around, how they interact with you. You can talk to him. He might be riding his cart by. He might offer you a ride to practice one day and just sit there and talk to you. So it's fun. It's a unique place. I didn't know how close it was to Kentucky though, which kind of threw me off when I first landed here. I guess I wasn't all brushed up on my geography.
Ohio's right underneath Illinois, right? Did you go?
I think Indiana, then Illinois. Don't quote me on this, but I do know
my Midwest, man. It's not great.
Yeah, but don't quote me on this. But it's I don't know. But
Caroline's from Missouri, so she's just laughing.
That's the thing. I know
these motherfuckers.
We're next to what's his name? We're right next to Kentucky. Indiana's over there. We connect to Pennsylvania. We got deep Michigan. We connect to Michigan. Somewhere it's north, I think. I think Michigan's north.
Good old geography.
I'm pretty good with what's around. You got West Virginia that way. I think that might be the end of my
I thought you were going to keep going, bro.
I mean, I know where everything's at, bro. Like that's the thing.
I'm just thinking because Ohio's part of the Baker, right? The Baker in the middle of the country is like Oklahoma is the
yes.
Isn't Ohio the belly of the Baker?
I don't know.
God damn. What's the top? The top is Illinois.
Is Kansas the top?
God damn. Let me check. Check my shit here, man.
Wisconsin. Myself. I think we got Wisconsin at the top.
Map of America. Let me Google this thing.
You and this Baker.
The Baker goes Minnesota. And Iowa is the nose. Then Missouri. Oh, Missouri's the belly. Arkansas is the pants. Louisiana is the boot.
Louisiana's considered Midwest.
Nah, Louisiana's the South.
Right?
Yeah. Fuck no. Oh, Ohio's all the way over there. Yeah, I'm way off. Ohio's damn near East Coast.
We are close.
You say Ohio's like Midwest. Borders the Midwest.
Yeah, they definitely stand on Midwestern people. You got the Ohio Valley line. Carhartt heavy here. Carhartt's it's a heavy thing that we do. We wear Carhartts to work. And
so Ohio is Midwest, huh?
Yeah, Ohio's Midwest.
You know what's funny is bro, you were actually in this same clip when we were in the Houston Texans locker room and we were asking the question of what's the best region of the United States? And Whitney Merciless was like, well, I'm from Ohio, so Midwest. And I made a joke. Like I was like, Midwest? Ohio's in the Midwest? And he was like, oh, well, I guess we East Coast. And then we all started laughing. I was like, damn, nigga, you don't even know where you from? Like, what the fuck? And I thought it was pretty funny. But I guess joke's on me. Now that I look at
jokes on you. They definitely
5 years later, we find out Ohio actually is in the Midwest.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. And we do chili here. Cincinnati chili's our thing. You got Skyline, you got Gold Star. I think there's a Dixie chili. I mean, then we get them all right because I don't. There's a couple probably I missed, but like chili's their thing. It's not the chili you're thinking about. It's interesting, but I'm okay on it. I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm not. I don't hate it.
Really?
It's different. It's like chili on like pasta with like cheese.
There's noodles?
Yeah.
So it's spaghetti.
And it's made with like
spaghetti with beans.
There's no real. It's like a chocolate. It's different. I don't take what I'm describing to you as
it's not chocolate, Deej. I'm gonna put it out there.
You got Google right there, bro. Go get on your Googler. See, let's type in Skyline chili or does Cincinnati chili have chocolate in it?
Before we go down this chocolate chili rabbit hole, I just want to apologize in front of the B-Scar TV audience to Whitney Merciless. I apologize for making you feel
growth,
like
bro.
You didn't know where you're from.
That's growth.
Ohio is actually in the Midwest. That's on me, bro.
Hey, man, that's the true mark of a man to be able to admit when he's wrong.
No,
publicly apologize. You didn't do it in private. You publicly did it. Just like
apology.
The show is public.
What is the best region of the United States of America?
Northeast, Northeast. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from there. Ohio, Akron, yeah, Northeast region.
Ohio is Northeast.
I mean, we Midwest, but we kind of.
Wow! Hope you caught that.
And now we get down to this chocolate chili, bro. This is gross, bro.
You don't really taste it, but there's something that's all like when you taste the chili. To me, it's like, there's something different. Because I mean, I've lived in Texas, I've lived in Carolina, so I've obviously had chili a lot growing up. And, we're more like about the hot and heat of the chili with beans and some meat sauce and stuff like that, and a couple peppers, things like that in there. This is a completely different chili,
bro. How's your trucking company going, bro? And I don't laugh about the trucking company, but I just laugh because of the name.
Yeah, it's going okay. It went okay. It's probably something that I'll probably get out of here soon. It was okay. I think I ended up doing decent on it. Barely over breaking even. I didn't do like the best.
At least you didn't lose money.
Yeah. So it's not something that I'm going to keep doing. It was fun though. It was fun, a cool venture.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what the next thing is for me.
Okay.
I might get into I'm thinking about getting in the franchising world. I'll let you know on what I got going. I've gotten the interest in a company right now that I've been doing some research on and probably going to end up buying a franchise up here in Cincinnati. So
dope.
Excited about that part.
Dope. Well, maybe for shit for me, because I'm curious, and for the listeners, with at least what you feel comfortable sharing. Fat Richards.
Yes.
What was your thought process when you got into the trucking business of Fat Richards, and then what maybe are like some lessons that you learned through the process? Because like you said, it maybe hasn't been as good of it as it could have been.
I think when I got into it, just being ambitious, being young, an opportunity to go out there and find something that would bring me residual income. And it's a business that is always going to be going. Like you're always going to need things picked up and delivered places, and that's kind of what my thought process was going into it. And it went well at the beginning, but we hit COVID, and that was kind of a hard thing. We hit COVID, the gas prices went up. Like So you not only you don't got people driving as much, you don't got as many people working. Gas prices are going up. It's a fixated cost that you don't really have in place for it to go that wrong at that time.
Right. Yeah.
So that's really what the biggest problem we ran into. And I think right now the employment of people and the will to work is really the hardest thing. Because with the trucks, you got to have somebody who's going to drive those trucks. You got to be there to be on top of people who are going to drive those trucks. Two things that I necessarily didn't have time to do. And then just not having the employees, the consistency of employees and competing with those bigger companies, because you can't necessarily offer those people what those bigger company can in terms of certain types of insurance and things like this, and like just longer terms. Like there's even certain things that are set up when you're trying to get your driver, like a new person, our insurance goes up if he hadn't had his CDLs for 2 years or worked under somebody who hadn't had his CDLs for 2 years. Like just different things like that that kind of hinder you when things aren't full, when the world's not operating at full expense. You know, you can kind of cover up for those things when the world was here because there's more people working, things going on. But I think that's really the biggest problem we ran into. That economy hit, you know, like to a billion other companies, like it hit us. And it was, I feel like only really the either people who went out there and got their personal CDLs because they had a lot more time, they survived, and then the big companies survived, of course. But I feel like those companies are the ones that really, really thrived in that time span.
Yeah. Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that. I mean,
yeah, for sure. So if you got somebody close with you, or you got your own truck and you're willing to run it and you're willing to get out on that road and grind, and you got the time to dedicate to be there all the time, just be on it and just run your truck, you get locked in with your mechanic and know what's going on with your truck, you can get on that road forever and really make you some good money.
Yeah, that's good advice. I think that's it's funny that in the times where shit doesn't go all the way right are really the times that you learn the most.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you can take the lessons that you've learned with the trucking company and apply them to the franchising business or any other business venture that you end up going down, like, you know, because I was talking to somebody about this recently, like it's really only your losses that you reflect on, like what happened.
Yeah.
You know, very rarely do you
just like dubs, when everything you're not just sitting there.
You celebrate your dubs. You don't reflect. You know what I mean? Like only the really thoughtful people are reflecting on their dubs. It's like, no, we're popping champagne, we're gonna drink, and then you know, go on to the next thing.
Yeah.
When you lose, bro,
everything you could have done.
You know, and like football is a good example. It's like, yes, if we didn't turn it over in the first quarter, if we would have just, if our offensive tackle would have made that block and we would have gotten that edge and we would have went for the first down, you know, you pick apart in your, like what happened in your losses.
Oh, every time the sickness I felt losing that Super Bowl, bro. In my head, I'm about to be solidified a legend. I got a sack in the Super Bowl. We've given up 2.1 yards a carry. I'm a fucking legend in my mind.
Jeez. And the grave legend in my mind. Celebration.
Everything. I did everything. On a third down. I'm not even in there on money down. I got a sack on third? What? I'm a legend in my mind. I'm telling people on the sideline, it's fucking 4 minutes till greatness. Like you get solidify yourself as greatness, and then you just, you know, there's a couple plays on that drive where I'm not in. I kick myself in the ass all the time. Like, damn, you had to get water that time. Like, you had to get water on this down or this and the third. Like, but you know, it's just that's especially like you said in loss. You think about those things, and you think about. I know that drove me all off season into. I'm going to be in the best shape of my life this year, so I don't got to come off the field. Like, I don't.
Right.
I won't be tired at that moment this year. I guarantee you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be that much more self-critical.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, if we win that, am I that critical of myself, you know, going into the next year? Are those rookies we got coming off year one, going to the Super Bowl more, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like you said, it's just, you learn a lot from taking L's, and You're gonna learn a lot, and that's really where you learn who you are as a person. You know, how can you stand there in that fire and figure some things out, make some shit shake.
For sure. And then be able to look at the lessons that you learn in that particular circumstance and then apply them to a different circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to like strip them down. You know, it's not just because I came off the field during that drive. It's because I was tired in that drive, because I wasn't in shape in that drive, because I didn't train how I should have maybe trained or could have trained. You know, like you strip it all down, and then it all really boiled down to like discipline and hard work.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, okay, I can take discipline and hard work and I can apply that to another area of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I think that's that's the beauty of reflection, which that's the beauty of taking a loss, because it's a learning opportunity.
It's a learning op, bro. And you got to use them as that, no matter how much they burn you and how much they kill you on the inside. You always got to use it as that type of opportunity.
No doubt. I know you got the your bowling event coming up too for the foundation. That's gonna be tight.
Oh yeah, man, I'm excited for that. Finally getting the Sun Never Forgets really up off the ground. Excited about it. And, you know, bowling is something I really, really like to do. Me and the guys is something, you know, me and my mom and dad enjoyed on Sundays. So I'm excited for that event. You know, I think that'll be really, really special. It's going to be a vibe.
Yeah, that's cool. If I'm going to try to make it out, man. I'm going to look at the schedule.
Bet.
If I can get out to the East Coast of Ohio, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Marsh hit me up and told me about
it. Bro, the baker. I gotta come to the dodgeball tournament next year, though, man. When is the date? So I have a standing date.
Always the second weekend of July.
Okay, the second weekend of July. I will make sure I'm not busy this year. I won't be doing nothing. I'll be there.
We need you back. I'm gonna let you know the Big Yard Bandits.
What's going on with the squad? How's
need you back, bro.
How's the squad been? Have you won yet?
No, I have not won a Big Yard dodgeball tournament. And we're going into, we started at 18, so 18, 19, skipped 20, back in 21, 22. This is the fourth year, bro. And I still ain't touched a dub. It's sickening.
Bro, we got to win.
And this past year,
washed.
I tried to cook the brackets too. I tried to cook them because I'm the game master. Every year I cook the brackets to be in the favor of the Big Yard Bandits. But this year I wasn't caught in the act, but I was corrected. I was politely corrected by my brother and Quinn Hallinan. Who both those guys have championships under their belt. It's like, hey, no, we the first seed, we the second seed. Da, da, da. I was trying to slate the Big Yard Bandits to play some bums so we could get out the first round easy. And I tried to pave a nice path to the championship for the Big Yard Bandits. And
we got to get a dub. We got to get a dub before we wash, bro. Because in a couple of years, there ain't going to be no winner for us. Like, the kids are only getting younger.
Hey, man, I'm
your brother win this year? Who won this year?
Some high schoolers.
Exactly.
Some high schoolers. Exactly. They were nice too. They were nice, bro. They had plays. They were calling plays.
Think about all your brother's friends were like fresh in college when they won. Like, I'm telling you, you got to win before we're too old.
It's always been like high school, early college that takes the championship. So
we got to recruit some solid people this year.
Yeah, we do.
Jesus.
We'll get there though. We'll get there. We just need you back, bro. We just need that cannon back.
We had a good run.
We get that cannon back. We'll be just fine. And we need Brian Peters. Need BP back.
Ooh.
He's a monster. Well, man, we're getting close on time here, and I appreciate you for hollering at me. We got one more little segment that we like to call high quality questions.
Okay.
Some B-Scar TV high quality questions.
All right.
The first one: what is one fashion trend you think needs to go, or a trend that you think needs to make a return?
I think needs to make a return. I think the jerseys. I was a big fan of the jerseys in the early 2000s. I think that need to return back. I got some jerseys in the tuck that I'm waiting to pull out. So just a couple Mitchell and Nesses that I have in there that's tucked in there. I got a fire that's called Akeem Olajuwon that need to come back. I think
the dream
guy. I like the jerseys. I'll give you one that I don't like. Hold on, let me think. I'm not a big fan of the dudes starting to actually wear like real purses now. That's gotta go, right? Like it's
what you mean real purses?
It's no longer the satchel, it's no longer the little man bag. Bro, it's like it's this.
It's a clutch.
It's a clutch.
It's a handle.
The only difference is they're not holding it here on their arm. Like
not yet.
Not yet. That's what I'm saying. Like,
hey.
He's gone too far.
If you could live in any era or time period other than the present, when would it be and why?
I like the early 2000s, bro. I just love the Jabot jeans and jerseys with the Timbs.
Yeah.
That was just my vibe. The headbands, just wearing headbands for casual fashion. Like, come on, bro. Like, it don't get no better.
Maybe
like,
the armband, too.
Yeah, armbands, headbands for just casual fashion.
Yeah.
The pack out Foot Locker. You got the 5 for 20 white tees. Everybody's got them on. All you need was a headband, white tee, a basketball jersey, some Jabots and Timbs. Use the freshest on the block. Like, use the freshest on the block.
You got to come in the tunnel with the early 2000s fit. Bro, this could be you. You got swag. But this could be real life. This could be like grave day.
We play the Chiefs this year. Nelly's from St. Louis. It's Missouri. Oh no, but are they the Kansas City, Missouri, or is that Kansas City, Kansas? Help us out.
Would you come stomping in your Air Force Ones?
And some Air Force Ones, some Jabots, the jersey, the headband.
Band-Aid in the face.
Might be a look.
If you do B-Scar TV, we'll celebrate that moment.
Well, you see,
we will celebrate the moment that you come in early 2000s fitted attire.
All right, bet.
What is your go-to celebration on the field?
Oh, the grave day, man. You got the shovel. We bring the shovel to work. Gotta dig it out of there, man. Every time. That's it. Oh, bro, I've gotten so many planned out of my head, though. Hey, the worst thing they could do was like my little cousin sending me TikToks. I got so many dances planned out of my head, man, but I just haven't gotten to yet.
Who is the best motivational speaker you've ever shared a locker room with?
Ooh, Tyrann Mathieu.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Tyrann Mathieu. JJ's good, but Tyrann, just that pain in Tyrann's voice when he talks, the authenticity of like him, just what he's saying, you can tell it's off the cuff every time. He didn't think about it. It just gets you in that mode, like you're ready to run through a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Yeah. Yeah, Tyrann, his speeches, anytime he got us going, he got me going.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy is I'm not a guy that I don't really listen to him. And you know, it's interesting because I do a lot more of them here in Cincy, and I always got something to say. But I'm so internally motivated. Like when I come out and say it, I get that feeling that I kind of got when I was listening to Tyrann. Like I watch guys look at me and I can see it in their eyes. They really like, oh, I just sold this to y'all. Let's go. And I sort of get myself hype when I see them getting hype. I'm like, oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Get my whole damn speech. I'm like, fuck it. Let's break it
down. That's crazy, bro.
Shit. I love it. But for sure, bro. He had a way of just pulling that shit out of you. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think certain people got that gift though. Like,
yeah. JJ was great at it too.
Yeah, JJ was really good. Bro, JJ just words of encouragement that he used to give me would like motivate me so much. I'm like, bro, he got 3 defensive player of the years. You don't gotta be saying nothing to me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just those little simple words of encouragement just meant the world to me.
Yeah, I think it adds another level of significance when you just respect those guys because of the way that they come to work every day, the way that they are playing the game of football. Like how they about to play, and then the way that they're motivating you with
we were fortunate
words.
A lot of guys in that locker room in Houston like that. Like
you
got J. Joe, you got a guy like Kareem Jackson, like Kush.
Yeah,
all those got Clowney, like you know what I'm saying, just guys who you just knew was gonna go out there and go crazy. Like they was gonna go hard for what they got going on. They was really gonna press the issue. And I like that.
We had dogs, man. We should have got a ball. What teammate that you've ever had is most likely to end up on a reality TV show?
Justin Reed.
Oh, Jay Reed, huh? Jay Sneed, huh? Oh, Jay Sneed.
I feel like it'd be like Survivor or something too. Like
just some off the wall
just
shit.
Off the wall, but like I feel like that kid can survive anything somehow. I don't know. He'll get through it. Like he's the only person I could think. Like that's what I get one of those shows that like you just get dropped off in the wilderness. I just see Jay Reed with his shirt off, just embracing it, just like I'm home. It's like no fear in his heart at all. He's like, I'm gonna make this shit. Like I got it.
Naked and afraid.
Word. Yeah. He's got naked and afraid. He's not worried at all. He's not afraid at all. He's just naked. He's not afraid, not one bit.
Jay Reed gonna figure it out. And he'll probably speak motivational words to the camera.
Or Brian Peters. I feel like he's versatile on any reality
terrain
show.
Yeah, BP's been fucking. He's been.
BP's got range on reality TV shows. He
does.
He's got range.
He can go from dating show to survival Jersey Shore.
He's got range.
BP does have range. I have a good video of BP. We remember those Houston Texans with the Kareem Jackson Halloween parties in those years. Pimp Lucius and Alfred Blue being the pimp, and the year that BP was the Fight Club guy. He was Brad Pitt from Fight Club. He had the red leather jacket. I've got some good archive videos of that.
Oh man, do you have the New Year's party videos? You know, I get reminded about that all the time. By Rocky's mom. Rocky's mom always tells me, she's like, remember that time, New Year's party, you were outside, you were on the curb, and Brendan walked by and said, hey, DJ, you all right? And you just couldn't even answer him.
Where was the New Year's party at?
That club on Kirby that had two sides to it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Whoa. Oh, yeah, that shit was lit.
Of it, but that was a good club.
That shit was lit.
That was a good night.
Was it Lumen?
Something like that.
Yeah. That was fun. Lumen Lounge, yeah. Open bar. Hey, the open bar got the best of you, man.
They did. I did let the open bar get the best of me. I had a great time.
That's hilarious.
I've never had an embarrassing moment drinking. Not me. Anytime I black out, I just feel like it's just been a great time. It had to be. I blacked out. I had to be having fun.
You don't have anxiety?
No.
I just learned this word recently.
What? No, I don't have that. I'm like, I'm all in. Whatever you got that night, that was me. That was me. That is exactly what it was supposed to give. Yes.
I just served you my true, authentic self.
That was me. And whatever you take from that, it's okay. You know, my real friends love me. People I love me. So I'm not tripping on your opinion.
Right. You should feel lucky.
He's honored.
You're welcome. That's good shit, bro. Well, hey, Deej, I appreciate you taking some time to holla at me, man, and come on B-Scar TV. This has been an absolute honor.
Oh, man, I appreciate you having me, man. We can do this whenever, or you can FaceTime me, and we can just have regular bro talk. We hadn't talked in a minute, man. It was good to catch up.
It has been good to catch up, bro. We'll keep in touch for sure. I'll keep you updated on everything I got going on. And there you have it, folks. Another episode of B-Scar TV. My man DJ Reader, aka Deej, aka Grave Dave, has been in the virtual building today. You see the technical setup. The mic is working. The headphones are connected. I got an amplifier connecting it all through. You see, the pursuit of high quality content, it is an endless pursuit. And this is B-Scar TV with another episode. Catch y'all next time. Peace.